Hey, book friends, it's time for another page 100. I am enjoying the new book by Catherine Alene, The Sky Between You and Me. It's interesting because it's a story told in verse, and I haven't read a verse novel in a while. I forgot how both lyrical a verse novel can be, but especially in the case of this book, how it can keep me as the reader at a significant distance from the main character. I don't really feel, even though it's told in the first person, like I'm truly connected with Ray. But I have a feeling that that actually is a good thing because she is struggling so much that she's keeping everyone at a distance, including me, the reader. Even though I am privy to her innermost thoughts, I don't really feel all that close to her. So while I think that could bother some readers, I think it actually is working quite well for the relationship that I'm supposed to have with the main character and with the way she is keeping everyone in her life at arm's length. So we are in a rural setting. It's a small town. I don't remember exactly where, but I haven't been on a ranch in the role of a ranch daughter working cowgirl before. So that's also another nice twist to this book. But Ray and her father work cattle on their ranch and for all of their neighbors. She spends a lot of her time in the saddle on her beloved horse with her dog named Blue at her side. And she's in the rodeo club, and I think is pretty happy with the small town country life that she leads, aside from some actually major issues that are haunting her, and as the time we've gotten to page 100 are starting to cause her life to unravel. So her mom died a few years ago, and I know that's certainly not a small thing, of cancer, and Ray is still just damaged and broken up and caught up in the grief of having lost her mom to the slow death of cancer, which apparently was going into remission, and then her heart gave out after all of the treatment and the chemotherapy and everything. So it's just Ray and her dad, and he works a lot and is not as close to her as he once was, so she is feeling very abandoned. When the book starts, what really seems to set her off is they are doing a cattle roundup, and a new girl shows up, blonde, beautiful, and seemingly perfect, and this girl's horse kicks and almost kills Ray's beloved dog, which just starts her on a downward spiral. The rodeo club is starting to train for nationals, and while Ray has a great relationship both with her best friend Asia and her boyfriend Cody, this new girl, Kira, is starting to show up everywhere that Ray looks, and Cody is paying attention to her. Kira and Asia seem to be becoming closer than close. Kira is getting into the rodeo club. She's blonde, she's perfect, and all of Ray's insecurities are just boiling over. And the way that they are manifesting themselves is through her eating. She needs, she thinks, to be faster in the saddle for Rodeo Club. And the suggestion from Asia is, well, maybe you need a lighter saddle. But Ray's voice translates that in her head as maybe you need to be lighter. Maybe you need to be more perfect. If you were better, your life wouldn't be falling apart like this. If you just lost 5 pounds, you would be faster, leaner, better, more in control of your life. There's a great little poem where she steps off a cliff and onto the scale. So right now we're in a downward spiral with Ray, and I have a feeling it's going to get a lot worse for her before it gets any better. At least I hope it gets better. She is pushing her friend away. She is pushing her boyfriend away. She's probably going to alienate her father soon, and she is actively starving herself and exercising too much as she slides down this very precipitous slope. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me for another Page 100, and I will see you again soon. Take care.